Ah, hello there. Apologies. It seems you've caught me in the middle of something. I know you pointed a gun at me, but could you perhaps give me a second to finish? I was very nearly done with what I was doing, and... No? All right. I'm stepping away. How have you been, might I ask? It's been a while since we met, and I have to admit, I've been wondering what you've been up to. Of course I know it's you. You're the agent I interrogated back at the Arctic Missile Facility, even though you were in a guard uniform when we met. It's impossible not to recognize the posture. The posture of a trained killer, like myself. Funny. This time, I'm the one in the guard uniform typing on the console, and you're the one holding the pistol. Strange how that works. Did you recognize me beneath this gear? Is that why you went out of your way to hold me up like this? I thought so. Don't worry, I'm not offended. Aiming guns at one another is just a spy way of saying hello. And don't think I haven't noticed your finger isn't actually on that trigger. You have no intention of shooting me, do you? Ah. Okay. Perhaps I don't have quite as much of a read on you as I thought. Good thing you knocked all the guards in the area unconscious. Otherwise, they'd no doubt be swarming us this very second. Before we get started in whatever this is, I have to say, it's lovely to see you again. I knew you'd escape the cuffs I bound you in, but I was still worried. Our conversation back at that facility was the most human interaction I've had in a very long time, and I would have hated for you to get captured and killed. Now, you're planning on interrogating me, aren't you? Isn't that lovely and poetic? Go ahead, ask your questions. Why am I in a guard uniform? Not the question I was expecting. I suppose I could ask you why you aren't in one, couldn't I? It seems we've rubbed off on each other. The security in this facility is much tighter than the one we previously met in, and given that it's owned by the same terrorist group, I thought a change in tactics might be in order. Plus, perhaps I wanted to prove to myself I could do what you do. What about you? What compelled you to climb through the air vents and knock out guards? That didn't seem like something you were too interested in last time. I thought so. It seems we're of a similar mindset. Great minds think alike, as they say. Could I perhaps ask you a question now, since I answered yours so swiftly? Never mind then. If that's the case, then please, ask away. Though, I don't recall being quite this aggressive when I interrogated you. Oh, the concussion doesn't count. You were trying to escape. I wouldn't have hurt you otherwise. But go ahead. Time is wasting, and I'm curious about what you're going to ask. My motivation. That was what I was going to ask you. Though, again, like I said last time, we really can't trust a word that comes out of each other's lips, can we? Even though I was being honest with you last time we met. And you know I was, because those nukes didn't end up firing at a single target. Who's to say I'm being honest now? It's all part of the game. It's what keeps things fun and fresh. I can't trust you, you can't trust me. But I promise you can trust me. What I'm telling you is the truth. Unless it isn't. It's really up to you to decide. My motivations are the same as last time. This facility has nukes, and I'm here to disarm them. Since we met, I've successfully disabled 3 other of Jericho's facilities. I'd say the government needs to do a better job of stopping these people from getting the nukes, but then that's what I'm for, isn't it? Or should I say, we? Oh, yes. I've looked you up. My information is the best, after all. I had some of my informants fill me in on your background, your exploits. The spy equivalent of a scroll through your date's social media feed. I was impressed with you when we met. Even more so after reading what you've done. All those missions, and you didn't get captured once. Until we met. You've quite the reputation. I'm surprised I hadn't heard of you before. It's your reputation that makes me confident you're not going to shoot me. And why, in fact, I believe we're actually on the same side. And this is all just a bit of theatrics on your part. A bit of fun. So, my friend, before this all gets tiresome, which it's already dangerously close to being, either shoot me or lower your weapon, and let's move this plot along. Lovely. Let me guess. As I predicted, our 2 organizations have the same motive, don't they? Like they did last time. I hope you still got paid for it. Ah. You looked me up as well. Did you like what you saw? Very good. I'm glad we're on the same page for once. I'm certainly glad you haven't shot me. Typically, everyone I meet in this field tries to kill me, so you're a very welcome change of pace. Speaking of pace, however, I do believe we need to wrap this thing up. So, if you will give me just a moment. Apologies if I startled you. This console, as I'd mentioned, they'd increased the security. Despite my best attempts, I couldn't quite crack it, and those missiles were about to launch. Thankfully, the console can't launch if the console isn't working, can it? Yes, I'd noticed the alarms. An unfortunate downside to the console's malfunction. But I think we'd both rather get shot at over some poor country getting wiped out, wouldn't we? That being said, I think we should leave before said shooting begins, shouldn't we? I'll sneak out the way I came, you clamber up through the air vents, and... Oh. You want to come with me? Very well. It'd be nice to have someone watching my back for a change. Come along, then, before the goon squad shows up, and I do mean quickly. I'd hate to leave you behind. There. That wasn't so bad now, was it? They didn't even see us. I have to say, despite the physical demands of this career, that sprint was very unpleasant. A lot of my job is actually just waiting for the perfect opportunity to move, or knock someone out. Running doesn't come into it often. Oh, but look at that. See those jets? Bombers. They're moving in to destroy the facility now that the nukes are disarmed. Simultaneously, there are other agents at other facilities doing the same thing we just did. A coordinated strike. Hopefully, not multiple agents from multiple organizations bumping into one another like we did. But do you know what that means? You and I just saved the world, my friend. Always nice when that ends up happening, isn't it? A rare occurrence, but a good one. You know what else is good? I can turn my back to you and not wonder if I'm going to find a knife stuck in it. Do you know how rare that is in this line of work? When it's not just us that we can rely on. It's exceptionally rare. But I suppose this is the end of our little, whatever you want to call this. The world is so big I doubt we'll ever meet again for a third time. Unless... Who is it you work for, might I ask? FBI, CIA? Oh, you're a mercenary, an independent contractor, which surely means whatever job you've been contracted on, it should be over once you return. Why am I asking? Well, I'm only asking because maybe I could get you to work for my organization. The pay is good, the support is excellent, and the work lets you sleep at night, which is always a plus. What do you say? Want to work with someone you can trust for a change, rather than on your own? Oh, yes, I completely understand. You'll need to return to your employer before you can think about any more work, but if you are interested, here's how you can contact me. Yes, it's a bit complicated, but that's how it is in this game, isn't it? I suppose then this will be us splitting up, won't it? At least for now. It's been a pleasure working with you. I'm very glad I didn't have to give you a concussion this time. What's that? Of course I remember that. The spy version of hello. Why do you bring it up? You want to show me the spy version of goodbye? Whatever could that be? uh, lovely farewell, my friend. Yes. I think I'll enjoy working with you too. Until then, though, goodbye. And stay safe. Hey there, cupcakes. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you had a great weekend. I know I had a pretty good weekend. Hung out with some lovely people. And came back from the weekend to find a whole bunch of new patrons. So thank you all so much. I'm always a little stunned, a little humbled that people keep joining, and especially when I see people join in so many numbers. Wow. God, you guys are great. So thank you for joining. To Kinku Buddy 289, Nakutsu, Ari Ronby, hey babe. Love this nickname. Imagine Baggins. Wix, HKDK, Wix Draco 151, and Crisp the Ghost. Thank you. It's so good to have you with us, and I hope you'll all be in the server. I've been absent in the server. I will be in the server more, I think. I hope. I intend to. It's been a busy week. It's been a busy couple of weeks. How about you guys? You settling down after like the New Year and Christmas? And am I the only one who finally felt this weekend like I'm getting a chance to breathe? Because, yeah. Anyway, okay, and on to the aliases. Today, Inline Flaws is now known as My heart may be broken and my soul aches, but know, my darling, my heart will share with you all my love, and my soul shall cherish you eternally. Flaws is a hero. I like Flaws. And here we have Gang with a little piece of advice. 48 hours of uninterrupted consciousness will send you loopy. Yes, it will. Find out from Xena when she does her next live stream, which is coming up when she hits shortly around when she hits 25K, which she's heading toward fast. Oh my God, she's amazing. And I will, yes, I will be there for the live stream when she does that. There is always Abel, who is now to be weaned on poison, makes harm a comfort. Ooh. Well, if that isn't a commentary on dysfunctional families, I don't know what is. We have Lion in Winter. How like a winter hath my absence been from thee. Oh. So Nat Sand is Infinite Moon is now not everything you lose is a loss. Some things are freedom. Some things are a second chance. Some things are a miracle in disguise. Exactly. When my old roommate lost his virginity, that was a miracle. Sorry. I didn't just say that. And guys, that was not a slight on my old roommate. He's a wonderful fucking human being. Fabulous. Love him to death. Also, very obtuse. He can be hit on real hard and he would not see it. So it was kind of a miracle. All right. We have Old Being UK. 2-1 in Dreamy's favor so far. Now riddle 4. I build castles, yet tear down mountains. Make some men blind and others see. Okay, sand, castles, sand. Mountains would crumble to sand. Sand in the eyes will make you blind, but others see. So maybe not sand. Ambition? Wait, oh, no. Glasses is, you know what I'm saying. You know, it's sand. That was incredibly inarticulate for someone who's actually worked in a glass blowing studio. Like I can blow glass and make things, and so like considering I know, I know how glass is made. But also, we don't use sand in the studio. We use like broken down bits of other glass. We've got ground down other glass, and we use metallics to make colors and stuff like that. Anyway, let's see. Who else? What is next? Duke. Duke is going to be honest. He was out cold as soon as Jimmy said go to sleep. Good boy, Duke. Oh. It's not that funny, but it is funny. Sir Ramington is now known as Notch is a cruel and vindictive god. This is about the Minecraft server. I love you, forces. Why are you doing this mute language? Que je... I know how that's pronounced. Que je... Suis... Des fois haché. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna go with que c'est quoi je suis deux fois haché. That's what I'm doing. I have no idea what it means. Let's see here. What am I, chopped liver? That's what it translates to. What am I, chopped liver? And we have art with lo siento. I'm sorry. Ya me subí al barco. Barco boat. Incluso si se hunde, no esperas que me baje. Baje. Bunch of words I don't know. And it's inclusive. No, I have no idea. You know what? Let's look this up. Sorry, I already got on the ship, and even if it sinks, don't expect me to get off. I love you, Art. But also, I wish you had a sense of self-preservation. And the last name change is Captain Kiloa. Is part 2. Spice it with love and stir it with care, and I'll toast our bright eyes, my sweetheart fair. It sounds like a good recipe, Cap. Sweetie, baby, darling, love. And of course, now shout out to all of the pound cakes and bakers who I haven't mentioned yet. The FPS player, Tatum Rosalie, Mirel El Rabo, Mr. Rickles, Anand, 7th of the Sun, Swaggy Llama, Cody, Pierce Tailish, Bellamy, and Tomberry Shuffle. Thank you so much to each of you lovely, lovely, lovely people. And go on, get out of here. Be as good to yourselves as you are to me, and I will talk to you tomorrow.